As I mentioned, we do our research through our students, so not only graduate students, but our undergraduates are a big part of that. They participate in a variety of research programs in support of that research that I mentioned in the different research groups in a significant way. Coupled with that is our senior design program and our enterprise program. So concerning the senior design program, that is an area that we feel is a differentiator for us, in that the majority of which are supported by industry, and they work on real world problems going from concept to customer to produce a product or a process. So it's a year-long experience that they have, and we have about 5 students typically on a project with a team of faculty and staff that guide them through that year-long process. But we want them to take ownership of the project. So it's their project, and they would, like in industry, they would go to an expert in an area to get advice, and from which they would then take that and figure out the solution. So we have a team of faculty experts that cover the gamut of subjects such as finite element analysis, computational fluid dynamics, manufacturing, instrumentation, and communications, fabrication, and then we have a team of staff that also support that in terms of the technicians that support the Product Realization Center, where they realize their designs. So that team ensures that each one is trained in the use of any machine tools, both in their use and in the safety of proper safety use. Part of that training of using the machine tools, the staff of training specialists, they must be first trained on every machine tool, both in its use and safety, and then they have to be approved by them before they can use the machine. So every one of them gets trained before they can do that. And most of our students are utilizing that equipment. If they have to do welding, similarly, they have to be first trained and then signed off before they can use it. And then the enterprise program, which is a university program, which our department has several enterprises, and that's another exciting program where the students function like industry in the sense that, or like a company, in that it produces a product each year, but it has a life of its own. And what I mean there is that, like in the competitions, they would be working to compete in a national competition each year, but then they're designing and working on next year's competition vehicle or competition device. They have, the other interesting part is they have students even at the freshman level, as well as sophomore, juniors, and seniors with the enterprise. And at the entry levels, they're more assisting with what they can as like a working engineer, till as they get to the junior and senior, where they're the project manager of an element of that enterprise. If it's a vehicle, for example, it could be a project manager for chassis or a project manager for engines. And if it's the space program that we have that took first place nationally, then they would be some different program managers for the different aspects, whether it be the construction of the spacecraft or the software part of it or the electronics and so on.